Hey guys, Pandas here. And today the new patch came out, 7.0 I believe? Yes, voice crack and all. Yeah, this is really weird. I just don't even know where to begin. This is strange. There's a lot of changes that came out, and yeah, it sucks a lot because until my add-ons like bartender get caught up, because that would make life a little bit easier to adjust. But now I have to like learn new spells and rotations on top of like original bar setup. It's really weird. But yeah, I all I've done basically right now is just got on and set up my talents, because immediately when you load in, it just says your talents have been reset. So I had just done a sweep through them. I'll probably end up making a longer video, uh, going through them if you guys would like. But I'm still trying to figure out my own crap right now. Yeah, so I'm spec prot, obviously. Talents I've gone through. Honor talents you'll get when Legion actually comes out and we can level high enough. I can't wait for these. The PvP talents seem pretty interesting. But this is the setup I have going on right now. From what I can gather with Prot right now, is it revolves a lot around two new things: focused rage, which focus your rage on your next shield slam, increasing its damage by 50%, stacking up to 3 times, unaffected by the global cooldown, and ignore pain. Fight through the pain, ignoring 90% of the next up to. Wait, what? That didn't feel like it English right. Ignoring 90% of the next up to 192,000 damage you take from any sources based on rage spent. So that's kind of like your new shield barrier, your perma bubble, basically. Yeah, you notice you get these green things going on? Yeah, I'm healing everything right now. That's a thing, too. And that is, what was it? Inspiring Presence. Causing inspire your allies within 60 yards, causing them to be healed for 3% of all damage they cause. So for 3% of everybody's damage, they get healed for it constantly. It's just permanent. I was just screwing around with it. I don't think it's that bad. It might be good in a BG, but yeah. So I basically spec'd. I went through real quick and spec'd just to make myself Glad Stance still, revolving around Shield Slam. So, like I said, it seems to base around those two spells mainly. Like, Ultimatum, your Shield Slam and Critical Strikes cause your next Focused Rage to cost no Rage. Focused Rage was the one that increases my next Shield Slam damage. So, Shield Slamming can has a chance to make the next Shield Slam even more powerful. Basically. Like, it's ridiculous. And then Never Surrender. Ignore Pain will cause ignore up to. It's an ignore. Yeah, never mind. Screw that one. Vengeance. Ignore Pain reduces the rage cost of your next Focused Rage by 50%, and Focused Rage reduces the rage cost of your next Ignore Pain by 50%. So if I ignore Pain and then Focus Rage, it will cause it to, like, Focus Rage will cost less, thus allowing me to do it more times because it stacks up to 3 times, thus increases my damage by my Shield Slam. Or if I'm in a dire situation, I can do Focused Rage, and then my next Ignore Pain will be easier. So it's a weird way that one works. And then Shield Slam increases your duration, and Shield Block increases the damage of your next Shield Slam. So, real quick, I'm just going to go through and try. I'm still learning this rotation because it's freaking hectic. Oh, and then I'll go through some of the new spells, but one thing you get now is a 1-minute cooldown, Let Loose, a Battle Cry, granting 100% critical strike chance for the next 5 seconds. That doesn't sound OP at all. When you're like, just work with somebody and pop that with your burst for one. You're gonna it's a 5 seconds of pure crit, like everything will crit. And I'll tell you right now, like Shield Slam, it still hits pretty hard when you like do the rotation, like work everything together. Alright, so I'm just gonna build up some rage, because building up rage right now kind of is weird. It takes time. I don't know if there's no set bonus anymore. Well, there is. So I'm assuming right now, as long as if someone were to hit me, I'd still gain rage from taking damage. But I don't think that's a passive ability for warriors. So yeah, I'm just gonna come up here. Let's see. So I want to ignore pain. Well, I don't need to ignore pain. It'll just decrease the rage cost of my Focused Rage, but it also will just suck up all of my rage. So wham! All my rage is gone, but I now have a bubble of 71,000. So I'm going to do that. Now I can focus rage, and it's got a 30-second duration. So now I'm gonna go for shits and giggles, and I want to try to stack focus rage. Oh wait, it's gone. Oh, because I shield slam, so I can't shield slam again. That's okay. That's interesting. Let me back up for a charge. Do I still have charge? Where's my charge at? Why don't I have a... No! Oh, well. I'm not going to get that one to stack. Seriously, did they take charge away? What is this? I don't see a charge. What did they do to me? Help! Alright, so, I'm not going to do ignore pain. I'm just going to build up a lot of rage, and then I'm just going to do focused rage multiple times simultaneously and hope I can get enough, because each one is 30 rage. You go up to, what, 100 rage, so I can do 3 of them and have 10 rage left over. Plus, Shield Slam gives me rage, it doesn't require rage, so that'll be... We'll see what happens. Alright, and I won't even... You know, I'll use Battle Cry just to get that extra damage. And this is the new animation for, what is it? Thunderclap, which is kind of interesting. You just stomp really hard. It's interesting. Shh. I keep changing targets. I don't know why I do that. Alright, so I'm going to... I can try to pop... I'm going to try to pop burst, but we'll see what happens. Let me back away so I don't end up wasting anything. I'm going to pop my burst. 1, 2, 3. Now I want to shield block. And pow! 140k. Non-crit. That's not ridiculous at all. Like, that's just... Oh my god. Yeah, I did use that. So I want to get another shield wall. Okay. I'm going to pause this one. Wham. And then wham! 120k. Ooh, 80k. I just kind of screwed up. What am I at? I'm a 2-stack. Let's go. Wham! 83k. Like, yeah, it still seems pretty viable. Now, the rotation is really weird. It's going to take some getting used to. But honestly, I can say that I'm looking forward to seeing what it's gonna be like. To PvP, honestly. The only problem I'm seeing right now is the fact that I don't have a charge. I went from being very mobile to having no mobility. Like, it starts with B, and then just jumps to D. There's no charge. All I have is my heroic leap. Which, I did choose the talent to give me speed boost, so it reduces the cooldown. What is the cooldown for that now? It's a 30-second cooldown. I leap, all dramatic, and then I get a speed boost. And then I go back to beating people. So I'm gonna try this again. Sorry. I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna do 3 focused rages. Then I'm gonna shield block, and then I'm gonna rallying cry, or rallying cry then shield block. That way I can get the hardest I can possibly get my shield slam to do. So let's see how this is gonna go. So I will pop. I can pop these because these ones last 30 seconds, so I don't have to worry about this. If hunters still have that thing to like enrage, like to calm you down, that's gonna be kind of a cock block. All right, I'm gonna want to get a little bit of rage, so I'm gonna go wham, wham, pop that, bam! Oh my god, that was not a hard hitting at all. Like, that was ridiculous. Considering, like, Jesus. Most people's health, like, the health hasn't changed, really. Like, right now, everybody's still in the same gear they were in, so their health is still pretty well, like, you know, that. So if I just crit somebody for 200 with, like, a shield slam, that'll be, like, that's, like, a good chunk of my health. Like, I'm assuming this is my health. Like, I don't know if your health will... I'm assuming your health will increase still in PvP, because of the gear I'm in, especially. But, that's still a good chunk of health with that one shield slam. So I still think, like, Prot being glad spec'd, basically, is still going to be viable. Like I said, it's going to be weird not having that mobility. But yeah, now I'm just going to, like, I'll skim through it. Shields, my stun. You can do Warbringer stun, Stormbolt stun, or Shockwave stun. Impending Victory, this one, or Safeguard, which is the only non-heal out of that. Ultimatum, I told you, that's the speed boost and cooldown reducer of Heroic Leap. I told you that one, Heavy Repercussions. So I've basically already gone over my talents. But, like, so this is weird. I'm kind of just going through. I'm going to go through and see all of the different, Oh wow, it's a limit now. Like I can't go any further. It doesn't go red. It just that might actually be a little interesting because, like in a good way. Because usually, like say I want to leap at somebody over here, I can't. It won't let me go to red. So I will never I will never try to leap and have it fail me. It will always work. Whoosh! All dramatic and shit. That's awesome. I don't see the battle buff either. The battle cry buff or not battle cry. Was it battle cry? Battle shout. I don't see that. Like, literally, there's 2 pages of things. That's it. It's so... I feel so, like... Spell-wise, I feel naked. Mastery still increases my attack power, so stacking Mastery is still viable. Oh, well, this is new. I haven't looked at everything yet. I literally loaded in, did my talents, and then walked over to the training dummy. Worked on a couple hits. I only, like, did that basic rotation learning, and then I immediately just was like, I'm going to load this up and record. So I haven't looked at like anything yet. So this is really weird. So versatility, mastery. There's no bonus armor? Wait, is bonus armor still a thing? No, I have no bonus armor on me at all. They changed bonus armor back to versatility because my ring should have bonus armor. That's interesting. So increases damage and healing. So that's still the same. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So. This will be interesting to see how Warrior comes. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to it. Like I said, it's a little weird right now because of how my bar's set up. I'm really not used to everything. I could still play off a feel. Obviously, I can still remember which buttons do what. Roar. Like, woo! I still remember everything. Shout. Let it all out. Stun. These are the little bars that keep popping up are throwing me off too, but I think that's just like the health bar of my target. Or maybe that's mine. That's for me. Right? Yeah, that's me. That's weird. So this little green bar at my feet is for me. That's weird. That's because that's not an add-on. I have no add-ons enabled right now. And if I do, it's bartender just because I was trying to see if it was out of date. Yeah. So I have one add-on on right now just to see if it was out of date. So that's in-game. That's interesting. Yeah. But yeah, I just figured I'd make a quick video basically just checking out this. Like I said, I could do another I could do a more in-depth video on anything basically, if you guys want me to. Honestly, it's everything's new right now, so I'm down to check out any spec, any class, anything. I can go further into any kind of rotation as I learn, because right now it's a learning experience for me on Warrior, especially Prot, because of all the changes. So I might end up changing my rotation and playstyle like in a matter of days. So I could post up a video going, this seems like a legit way to play it, and then like 3 days later I'll go, actually this is much smarter. Like, so I don't think I'll do any like guides or anything, but I could go through like just the different things, like give you my opinion on ways, just, I don't know. If you guys want to see any specific type of video, just let me know down below, truthfully. It's the only way this will get done. It's like me trying to guess what kind of videos I should make doesn't work out unless it, like, I choose PvP videos with music. That's what I've been doing. I make guides when people ask. So if you guys are interested in seeing any specific type of thing, or want me to try out any specific class or spec or anything, just let me know. I will be down to, you know, do whatever. I'm honestly really curious of how all the changes in the game. Like, I'm excited for this. That was one reason it was kind of hard for me to make videos. Work definitely like took me out of commission for a couple weeks. Like it legit did. But this game, it was getting very repetitive doing the same like fire mage, shaman, and warrior PvP, because it's the same rotate, and like doing like the same, like Fury, I one-shot people. Glad stance, I 1v2, I can get a chance, and then there's other times I just get melted. So it's kind of a pain to, it was a pain to get the right class partner for Glad stance, because like Possum would one-shot everybody, so I was just kind of there, or he would get targeted and I couldn't do anything to stop him. So it wasn't really good to play Glad with a Warlock. I'd have to do it with like a mage or like somebody else. It was really weird to do. And then you get mages, which just fail a lot of the time unless you had the right partner and stuff like that. Fury was always the fallback. Just screw it. I know it'll work because I don't have to rely on my teammate. I don't have to worry about it being in a good comp or a comp that works. I can literally just one-shot one of them, and then two of us can focus the loner. Like. So it's really cool that that thing that like there's new stuff to mess around with, because now I can actually focus on, like, I'm actually interested in like getting on here and playing. Like it's actually making me want to get in here and do more things, because I won't lie, I was getting bored as crap with WOD. I'm sure a lot of people were, just because there's only so, like, when it comes to PvP, there's only so much you can do. Like, there's only so much you can do. You can only kill so many people, like, so many classes, so many different ways, before you're just like, alright, what now? Like, I've 2v1'd, I've, like, 1v5'd in BGs, I've one-shotted, like, literally, what else is there to do? And I just, honestly, I'm surprised you guys even stuck with me, because even I felt like my videos were repetitive. So, it was really, like, I don't know. I thank you guys for sticking with me, by the way. But now I'm really interested in just to see where I can go from here. Like, the only reason, and the reason I stuck with those three main classes is, honestly, it's a personal, it was my own fault. It was just such a, after a while, it's like nobody else is geared, and getting them gear was such a hassle, because it was so late in the season, everybody was geared, there'd be no chance in hell of winning. So unless you got carried, you weren't going to get geared, and I know carrying videos aren't the greatest. Like, you would obviously, I had some possum carry videos where he would literally just carry me on his lock, because I'd be on like a tune that had no gear, like my Pally, to where I wouldn't really do much, but I would just try to keep him alive and just see what happened. It was literally just carrying vids. Yeah, I'm getting all sidetracked and everything. So yeah, like I said, I'm curious to check everything out now, honestly. So if you guys want to see anything specific, definitely let me know down below, and I will, honestly, I ain't got nothing better to do, so I'll try anything out. Like, it's the beginning of, like, I'm not going to say the beginning of the season, because obviously it's not. There's no season right now. But we can still do arenas and everything. Yeah, or arena skirmishes. You get a loot box, and yes, failed touch. Yeah. So we can still do arenas. I can still mess around with different specs. They might not be geared, but at this point in time, I don't care if they're geared. Like, I'm not trying to gear them, because, like, even if I got them geared right now, it would be useless within like a month. There'd be like no point in gearing them. So now I don't like. And that with all the changes, whether I do good or not, it'll still be a new experience to try out. So yeah, wow, this healing range is ridiculous. These people over there at the dummies are still getting freaking healed. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm healing this one dummy for like a lot, and he's not even dealing damage. He's like taking damage. Actually, no, that's just my heals on him doing that. Holy crap! Ah, I'm a healer! Woo! If only I healed that much. Everybody would want me in the group. But yeah, like I said, just let me know, and I'm just going to stop repeating myself and everything, so yeah. Thank you guys for stopping by. Like I said, I'm curious to see what the future holds with WoW. This will be really interesting. Plus, Overwatch. I definitely want to try playing that a little bit too, so I just bought it 2 days ago. I haven't played it yet, just because I haven't had the time. I haven't found the time nor the urge to actually sit down and like try it. I feel like I want to get my cousin on or somebody with me, that way I can enjoy it with somebody and not play by myself, because that just feels like it won't happen. But yeah, so I'm curious to see what the future has to hold. But yeah, that is a giraffe. What the hell is that passing my screen? That's not random at all. Giraffe calf. Alright, anyways, I thank you guys for stopping by. Like I said, just let me know if you guys want to see anything, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.